What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 90. 90, that's kind of a milestone. I can't believe we're only 10 weeks away from 100. It's a big deal. Hey, Marilyn, I am doing quite well. How are you? Tonight, we are diving back into the connecting the alphabet. I realized the name of this video, I'm just now noticing, still says M edition and not N edition, which they're very similar, but today we're doing the capital N. And because it's going to be very similar to the capital M, I'm going to try as hard as I can to think outside the box and come up with some clever connections that I have never used before. What's going on, Georgette? Nice to see you. All right. Now let's get warmed up. What up, Oja Swaney? Just doing quick writing before we got started just to make sure my nib was good. Now I'm going to warm up on this sheet of paper and write just a bit of silliness for a few moments. And then I'm going to get a new sheet of paper and dive into the capital N, connecting that all the way through the alphabet. What's going on, Ski? Connecting the capital N. It's a hot day, or was a hot day in Vancouver here today. It's a sweaty one, but the evening seems to be cooling off quite nicely. A pentel knuckle. I can't say that I've ever heard of a knuckle before. Flexible whiteboard marker. That's fun. I mean, you could also just you can use glass. I believe most whiteboard markers work good on glass. That reminds me of when I was in high school. What up, Hody? When I was in high school, junior high school, I think. I used to use the school dry erase markers on my glasses, and I used to chill out with like a green lens, a red lens, a blue lens. I used to always just doodle random things on my glasses in school. And then, yeah. Well, yeah, just go, honestly, even to any, like, dollar store, get a cheap framed photo. Dollar store, used store, anything like that, Goodwill, Salvation Army. Get like a frame. That's what I would do. Lined up here. Guess my camera is a little to the right today. I might move it in a moment here, just so that I'm writing more in the middle of the page. We'll see how we feel. Capital N. Are we warmed up? Ish. Ooh, that wasn't very smooth. That's better. Much smoother. Smooth, smooth, smooth. I know I normally do the connecting of the alphabet streams on white paper, but I was feeling black with white ink today for some reason. So that's what we're gonna use. Hello, Prachi. Nice to see you. Alright, I feel like I'm warmed up enough, so I'm gonna take this ink off of my nib, grab a fresh sheet of paper, and dive into our first letter combination, which will be NA. Yeah, Skeet, it's gonna be, they're gonna be very similar. I'm going to try, what I might do partway through is pull out my, not notes, but the sheets from when we did M. So I want to see, we're either going to go through it really quickly, or if I can be more creative this week. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would just be more creative today. And I'll think of connections that I could not think of when we did the capital M. But there's no guarantee that I'm creative today. But yes, they will be very similar. But I feel like we shouldn't miss a letter because, well, I just feel like we shouldn't. We gotta get them all. Alright, here we go. If we start with a standard N. That is our simplest connection right there. Always our first go-to. From there, we can do the horizontal entry oval on an A. So we have something like that. I guess by the time we get to the end of the alphabet, already, we have to do a lot of duplicated, a lot of the letters end up being rather similar. This pushes me to think outside the box and not do those standard things. What if I were to do... Curious. Lost that upstroke. Not sure if I like that, but it's different. It's unique. Are we able to do... I like that connection. That's very similar to how I do my signature, so that works. Could also do something like this, perhaps. Ooh, that unintentionally happened, but I like the way it looks. That kind of gets in the way a little bit. I'd have to space out where that A goes, but that's kind of fun. I wish there was something down here, but I really like that unintentional parallel ovals. That's new. How? Maybe if I drop this lower, I can balance that out a little bit more. And I have to cut this closer to the shade, so it ideally goes in the middle of the A and doesn't cross through. We'll try that. Whoops. I forgot to do a loop entirely. Yeah, that didn't work as well. But that also works. That also works. Okay. Don't forget that little loop. I forgot the little loop. Thank you very much, Hody. There we go. If I drop that down way lower... that almost crosses the A for me. Now, I don't think I realize how not easy it is to get that nice and parallel. That was 1000% accidental, because I tried to do it here and I did not hit it. But if this, as I thought, if this drops lower, then it doesn't look as weird to me. So that's... the idea is there. That one looks cool though. Sweet. But that also means... I mean, technically, I don't think this is something I would do very often, but you could also... I mean, not doing a lot of reverse letters in this series. But I could also do something like this. If I could learn to do that stroke backward, then if I wanted to tip in a shade, I could there. Don't know how I feel about that. Alright, I think that's some good options for A. Let's move on to B. As always, we'll start with our standard. I do an N. I have a B right there, nice and pretty. New Balance, hit me up. I got your logo. Alright, what else we got? It is still pretty hot in here today. We can do the same idea with a smaller little connective loop. Like so. I like when the bigger one has something going on up here though, a little bit. I'm glad it went well, Marilyn. That's awesome. Alright, now if we think out of the box a little bit, what do we got? We can do... rounded B? It works, but I don't think I'm a huge fan. Definitely works though. What could be cool, just with this connection, something I've never done before, if I started the N with this type of a shape, how would I do that? Let's experiment. I mean, I can go straight up, not be a hook, but just have that shape, or I can come around from a loop and make that actual shape. Let's see. Nip snap. It's unique. There we go, Skeet. So far, not like the M. Trying out some things that are... Trying to think as outside of the box as I can today. Very unique. These are some weird connections. What else can we do here? I guess I could also do... Let's just see if I did the B first. A regular B. Got too close. But, in theory, that idea works. This would stay a little bit lower. And this would be a little bit closer / more smooth. Because it actually doesn't look bad, them being so close together. It's very monogrammy. It's cool. Hello, Abhijit. Nice to see you. Alright, let's think of one more B before we move on here. Start with the B, start with the N. Start with the B, start with the N. How can I get... Oh, what if we do something wacky like... And then add this in later? That's how we could do... Not gonna do it today, I won't hit it, but there is an infinity NB that we could do, sort of going off of that idea. Oh no, we can't, because there's stems. Never mind, not infinity. I'll try that one more time, though. Forgot what I was doing for a sec. The idea works, but it's a little too... For what purpose? Alright, NC. Right through the N with the entry oval, or with the entry oval to the C. That works. Or we can have the large entry oval variety. To get more of that type of a shape. Gotta be careful. That looks like there might... Almost looks like an H in there. I'm not careful. Oh, whoops, I meant to do the C first. Alright, what can we do from here that we haven't done yet? Curious connection. Oh, a little bit. You're not wrong, Marilyn. Yeah, real quick. And see. Double check. We're a little scratchy. But it might just be my own fault. Oh no, that one tine is a little lower. That might be better. Oh wait, did I do Japanese yet today? I thought I did it this morning. I gotta double check. Yesterday and today are combining. Darn it. I did it. Alright, here. I forgot last week. I can't afford to forget today. I'm gonna really quickly do my Japanese lesson. Sorry, everybody. Gotta do it. We're gonna do a quick one, though. We're just gonna do a quick Katakana lesson.
Ko.
Uh-oh. I have to remember how to write it? Ko. Crap, I don't remember. What's that? Oh, it was, and then that. And let.
Shika. Koi.
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 Shika.
Shika.
Ashi.
Ashi.
Asu.
Asu.
Sashi.
Sashi.
Kasu.
Kasu. Koi.
Sorry. I gotta do it before midnight.
Koi.
What do you say? Koi.
Koi.
I'll do it quick. I'll go fast. What? Oh, right. That has to be 3. Sausu.
Sausu. Koko wa?
Koko wa. This is.
Koko.
Ko wa.
Ko wa.
Ashi.
Ashi.
Kosu.
Kosu.
I could cheat when we do these ones, and I could click these ones first, and it tells me what it is. I do them backwards so that it doesn't tell me what it is, and I'm forced to read it.
Shika.
Kasu.
Kasu.
Because it says it when I click it, and that's cheating. Koko wa.
Shi.
Shi. Whoops. That's supposed to be okay. What? That's some of those go down and some go up, and I don't know why yet. Koshi.
Koshi. Ice. Ice.
Shika.
Shika.
Uka.
Uka.
Ishi.
Ishi.
Kosu.
Kosu.
Kasu.
Score. Score.
Score. That's su. Ko. Ah. I just did it and I don't remember what it is. Oh yeah. Almost there. Sorry everybody. Shika.
Koko wa?
Shika. Sashi. Ashi. Asu. Kasu.
Suika.
Suika. Done. Okay. I did my Japanese. Now we get back to writing. Close that. Back on track. Sorry about that. Wait, the down is the inflection in the sound from the lower to the higher. Tone goes up and vice versa down. Really? Because it's... Yeah, there's like she... there's a bunch of them that are very similar. No, it's the... But it's like this... It's like the shape specifically. Like when we do like... Normally in Japanese, you would do that way. But there's some that you have to do... You write them the opposite direction and it's... It's weird. No, don't do Japanese now. Let's go back to what we're writing. Alright, NC. Out of the box ideas for the N and the C. What do we got? Oh, I was supposed to have made my nib less snappy. Shoot. Did I wreck it? Did I go too far? Should be good. Why did it snap? No space. That can work though. I've used that connection before. We make this short. Gray Shade Society. Something like that. Fill that in. I guess this could also, just going kind of what we did on this one. Do something like that. I don't remember if we did that for the M, but I like it. Which gold ink do I use? I don't use gold ink very often. My favorite gold is the Finetech Moon Gold, but it has another name as well. It's not always called Moon Gold. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like more of a palish gold, like a champagne gold type of a color. Do they call it champagne gold? But that is my favorite to write with. But with the Finetech, I like to take the pucks and dissolve them in water, like, because I want all of my inks to be in the same jars. And I haven't yet with that specific gold. Like, I've tried mixing recipes of different gouaches with like metallic silvers to get like a makeshift that shade of gold that's in a liquid ink. And I haven't managed to find, or those tests didn't turn out that well. And then what happened with the dissolving the puck in water and letting it just always be in water and using a magnetic stirrer, I haven't found the right ratio. And when I put the pucks in, they had like a glue on the bottom. When they dissolved, they didn't dissolve smoothly, so it was a mess. So I have to get some more, and I forgot when I was at Iampith to do it, to get some more pucks of Moon Gold, or whatever it's called now, to dissolve in water. Because my issue with fine tech out of the palette or using it out of the puck, like you do what you're supposed to, you put water on it and you let it sort of dissolve in, and then in a little bit, then you brush on the bottom of whenever you can write, and that works. And if I were doing like a slower style, like in grosser script or like a modern script or something like that, the consistency of like fine hairline wouldn't matter nearly as much. But when I'm doing ornamental penmanship, the consistency is never the same. Like I can use the same amount of water, but as I put the water on the puck, as time elapses, more of that sort of pigment is getting released up into the liquid. So the liquid is getting thicker and thicker the longer I write. So I get to the point where I can't water it down anymore because the puck is totally full of water, but there's still the new sort of pigment or whatever is being hydrated the longer it sits there. So I can't use fine tech if it's for like a longer project. If it's writing like one thing, you need a little bit of water, yeah, brush it on the nib, write with it, perfect. But then as I keep going, the consistency changes. I don't think people who do other styles, where the hairline is like the fineness and smoothness of the hairline isn't as important, would notice. Because if I'm right, or if I'm using a nib that gives me sort of a random, like not a crazy fine hairline, then for like a thicker hairline, I'm not going to notice the difference. Fast, slow, it's always going to look like a relatively large hairline into the shade. But if I want my writing to look like this in gold, I have to find the right consistency, and the pucks never stay the right consistency. It's not their fault, it's just they weren't designed that way. So I do the melt the puck in water type of scenario. An example of that, if I can find it. Where is it? Where are you? Did I not put it away? I thought I did. Give me a second. Where are you? What? How are my inks going missing? Did I not put it away? Am I imagining things? I'm losing my mind. Where? Back here with all these ink jars? Shoot. Well, I don't know where it is, so I can't show you. Strange. At Iampith, in the gift goodie bags, we got mini pucks of a color. I got it was like a dark teal, and I got all the glue off and everything, which I didn't do the first time I did this. Dissolved it in water. It's like I found the proper amount of water for that one in one of my jars. For the little pucks, I don't know what the big pucks difference are, and I was going to demonstrate it, but I can't find that jar. Nor do I think it has a magnet in it for the stir or anything, or anyways right now. But I like fine tech. I have a bunch of gold inks that I've accumulated over the years. Obviously, I prefer an ink that I can just dip into, which is why I can do that with the fine tech. If I find just finding the right ratio of water to dissolved puck, and then always using a magnetic stirrer, because it separates very quickly. Alright, what can we do here? Let's get creative, shall we? The idea was there. But this has to go... Okay. This might look too loopy when it's done. Nor does that look like an N. That looks like an AC. Darn it. Yeah, that's gonna pretty much always look like an A. The idea I had in my head's not gonna work. Bummer. Not a connection, that's just an alternate variation of the capital N. Ha! Noted, Marilyn. Not your favorite gold? I mean, we can always do the C comes from there type of trick stroke, but I don't know if I like that. Where else can we go? Guess we could go underneath. Which that kind of works. It's a little... Gets a little... Whoa, whoa, whoa for me, but it totally works. The hard part for me with gold is the hairlines just never look like I want them to, basically. Or, I won't say never. I have written with gold and I've liked it a lot. But it's always just a lot of work to get a really nice gold that works with quick ornamental penmanship writing that comes out opaque enough. Alright, let's move on to ND. So like we did with the other ones, we'll go with our first, the go-to. Be something like that. I feel like I would prefer this with a large horizontal entry oval. Like this. So the D can fit a little more inside. Now, to get creative, I mean, we could also essentially do this N, or this D, sorry. If I can write it. If I could write that D, it'd be great. Guess that's what I was trying to do. Something like that. Basically, if I want something gold, I'll foil it. Which obviously isn't as flowy or as nice as written work. But feel like finding the right ratio of fine tech and water and a magnetic stirrer, melting the cups or the pucks in a jar of water would be the way to go. NC is it? Yeah, NC flows. You are correct. Snap. Forgot what I was gonna do, so I just did the same standard one. Hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, Lori, Lurker Lori. Laura. Read your name wrong. Alright. Let's try this other D variation for a sec. I mean, that works. I'm not a huge fan of the shape of that oval. Gotta make sure that gets on your slant line really quickly. Don't love it, but it works. Not enough space, too close together. Not a huge fan of that large oval. So how else can I get from the D? We can do the same thing I guess we did for that last NC. I go like this. Something like that works. I actually like that. What up, Z? Whoa, and Carlo's here? What does my shirt say? My shirt says MrMGWard Penman. I wanted to see what the how the shirt printing would handle section lines. Not a shirt that I will be making for sale or anything. But I just wanted to make myself one as a prototype because I was curious. This is the design that is on my envelopes. It's my return envelope sign. MrMGWard Penman. Forgot that I made tea, so I'm gonna take a sip. Carlo is here. Isn't this when you're usually at the gym, Carlo? Carlo doesn't usually come to these because she's usually in the gym. I wrote the letter a while ago. Typhoon 3? That sounds scary. Dude, I owe everybody a letter. Literally everybody. Except, I think the only person I don't owe a letter to is Chin. Chin owes me a letter. Everybody else on the planet, I owe a letter to. I can show you right here. You want to see all the letters I have to respond to? This is my daily guilt reminder. They're all here. Why are they in a Ziploc bag, you might ask? Because when I travel, I bring them with me because I feel like, oh, maybe I'll have time to to write people back. Never happens. Not when I'm on the road. But I have that beside me all the time because it's my daily reminder. I owe everybody letters. And it will happen one of these days. Super heavy guilt. I haven't got a letter in a while either. I feel like everybody's giving up on me. Nobody's gonna send me letters anymore because I don't respond fast enough. Which is understandable that they don't send me things. What'd I forget to do? I forgot to spin the top today. Wait, what time is it? 9:47 already? For those of you who weren't here last week, this is my spinning top. It spins for 4 hours. Approximately, something like that. I forgot to spin it. We're going to spin it right here behind me. It will spin in the background and do its thing. Can you guys see that in the video? I assume so. It's back there, just chilling and spinning. I can't believe I forgot about that. True, Carlo. Very true. Alright, ND. What else can we do here? What's another clever way going from the N to the capital D? Ooh. I mean, I don't like the shapes that I made there, but that's an interesting idea. It could also be an angled oval in the middle there. I mean, lurker mode is allowed. It's an interesting idea. It's a unique one. Oh, I was gonna make it an oval. Right. Gotta go a little bit higher and a little bit longer. Okay. Not a huge fan of going into the D with that long of a straight line coming in that way, but it works. Alright, one more. What else can we think of? There's got to be another idea here. ND. Well, this would be easy. Oh, wait. You gotta do the N first. Wait a minute, what was I gonna do? I got lost. Give me one more sec. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. What does the ND represent? We don't know. For those of you who don't know, I've been going through the entire alphabet, connecting every possible letter. Thank you very much, Marilyn. Doing every connection. So we started with A, and we did AA, AB, AC, AD. Today, as we've gone, we're now on N. So we started tonight with NA, NB, ND. Now we're on N. No, we're on NC. Now on ND. Ooh, I'm going slow. I'm gonna have to speed up, or I'm never gonna get tonight done. Maybe I'm thinking too out of the box. Yeah, so they don't technically mean anything. This is just the next letter on our alphabet. Okay. That is not a bad idea if I can do it right. Ugly D, but that's okay. Something like that totally works. If I could get them closer together. Always kind of looks like an A little bit. It's dangerous. Non-deliverable. AKA all the mail I try to send if I don't write in legible writing who it's actually going to. Because no postman can read ornamental penmanship. Alright, NE. Moving right along. Alright. Just to get them out of the way, we'll do our quick, the two easy connections of the, or the go-to connections of the N and the E. First being something like that. The second being something with the larger oval. Something like that, maybe. Oh, has my focus not been locked this whole time? Sorry. Nebraska. Oh, this is true. It's crazy to me when people can't read cursive. I mean, I get it as a kid. I couldn't read it till I learned it. And I never liked cursive capitals as a kid. They didn't make sense to me. Okay, now we gotta think out of the box. How we can connect this a more unique type of way. Okay. Sharky. It's like a little shark. It has a shark fin on the back. It's a sharky. Hello, Daniel. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping in and checking out the live. You guys aren't still quarantining, right? Carlo, you guys are out? Or Daniel, if you're still there. You guys are out of the hotel, right? Doesn't count. It's the same E we did before. Home now. Awesome. Glad to hear you guys made it home. Oh, how else can I cleverly get into an E? We can use our Batwing connection. Didn't leave me enough space. Then we still run into, it looks like an A. I think I'm just making my N messed up so it looks like an A. Need to give it a little bit more space. Well, let's do the second line first. Like that. That has to cross below. I mean, I imagine. Quarantine in a hotel. No fun for anybody. Ugly E with that same super swervy connection works. My E's are very off balance. What else we got? There's got to be something else that I'm not seeing. I like the Sharky. I think that's my favorite of these connections so far. It's a shark. I'm leaving it there because I like the Sharky. It's fun. Alright, moving on to F. With my snappy nib. Why are you snapping so much, nib? Answer me. You look like you shouldn't be. You're all aligned. Must be a burr or something I can't see. In my loop. Alright, F. And F. Simple variation. Not feasible. No dab from Lurker James tonight. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Oh, you're just popping in quick. Thanks for coming in and saying hi, Mom. We don't have a J tonight. We don't have Lurker James tonight. I mean, we'll never know if we have a Lurker Leon or not. I straight up forgot today was Tuesday until, like, this afternoon. I didn't have the stream all prepped or anything. So there's our the two standard connections are connections I would use for NF. Now, to out of the box thinking. The first thing that comes to mind is crossing the F with the ending stroke of the N. Not really that's an ugly F. Not really a connection, but it is still connected a little bit. Okay. That's too easy, though. We gotta do... this is an interesting one. There's not a whole lot to the F to get crazy creative. Could also cross the top of the F, I guess. This way? And this way? Oh, other than that, what we did there, if we get that shape figured out, it's kind of a unique idea. Let's give that another stab. How can we fix that? We just simplify the entry into the N. And F. That kind of works. I kind of like that. It'd be neat if this came all the way around here and followed that line parallel, but that'd probably be too much. I like that. That is clever. The point of this whole series is for me to try to think, because it's too easy. I mean, I always use the same connections all the time, especially the last connecting one we did. Hey, Robert, thank you very much. We connected the M, which obviously the M is going to connect the exact same as the N. So I'm trying to think of very creative ways of doing all this that nobody would suspect, myself included. Use the exit of the N as the bowl of the F, then backshade. Oh, you're saying like bring this all the way up? Georgette, is that what you're saying? Have this come up and cross there? I don't know if that's what you're saying, but that could work. I think. Whoops, didn't mean for that to touch. I guess this could technically go here too. F woke be bottom to top. What? F woke? I don't know what you're telling me, Georgette. I'm sorry. I'm never good at this when people give me suggestions in the chat. I'm not the best at deciphering people's suggestions. I apologize. I genuinely try to understand, but I'm really not good at it. I mean, one thing that I definitely could do, the F would go bottom to top. Oh, the shade. I can't do that. I mean, I can, but I want to try to, I don't want to do backwards stem shades. I don't want to do too many backwards letters. It opens up a bit too much of a realm of possibility. And I can't just go off the top of my head with them because muscle memory, the reason I can do these letters just on the fly and try random things is because muscle memory will do the forms sort of for me. But going backwards, I can't do the letters backwards. Marilyn is always check your Instagram or check your Discord messages. Yeah. Then I understand the idea. But I'm wondering, because we could also, a really simple connection would be just doing that. It's an elegant solution. Very simple. I like it. I'm going to move on from the F. Weird ideas are good. I mean, that's where I've come up with half of the things that are my go-to things now. The ones that I didn't find in traditional work, they're just weirdo, wackadoodle ideas. When you throw things on the wall and see what sticks. Spaghetti styles. Okay, let's go to G. NG. Okay. So we know we can do, if we want to do the G that's like a capital A, we can do any of the G's that have the descended. We can do any of those easily enough. That would be if somebody asked me off the cuff to connect a G, I would go with that style of G because they are very easy to connect into. Any of the connections we used for the A earlier work with it. Yeah, you can do lots of, that looks weirdly cut off. Let's give it that so it balances a little better. Ooh, 1 a.m. Thanks for hanging out, Z. It was nice seeing, or Zed, I should say. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful evening, and sweet dreams to you. Alright, NG. What else do we got? NG, NG, NG. I mean, we can do... This should work. I think. Didn't really give it a lot of thought, but... Uh-oh, where's that gonna go? Through there? Don't like the way that works in there. Anyways, I want to try to get into a standard traditional G. If I can. The shark G. It's unique. It's an ugly N. Need to redo that because the N is no good. I like my shark letters though. That's a fun little connection out of the N. I can't remember if I did that with the M or not. NG. Now, if I just go straight into it, into the entry oval, I feel like there's going to be some weird things. Whoops. Yeah, it becomes weird parallels. Too hard to match them all. Which means the G's hard to fit that way. If we start with the G, and go from here, ooh, that's very busy. Shading that downstroke, the second stroke of the N, way too much tonight for some reason. Can we go straight from the G into the N? Or will it look weird? Yeah. That entry oval is in the way. Unless I bring it closer. Something like that works. Try that again. Snap happy tonight. Baba! Come on. Too close, too far away, too close, too far away. Pick one. Kind of works. I don't like the N, again. If I can write a decent N. I'm doing that shade way too big. One more on that variation, then I'll try something else. Or move on, potentially. I do like this connection. It looks good. I just don't like the ovals. Like this bottom oval. The shapes it makes. Not a fan. It could go... I won't like that connection there, but it could technically go in here. Which could look cool. Ish. Might be too difficult, though. That feels like trying to do the other one we tried. Oof. No, too messy. Sneha, the Kickstarter top is chilling. It's going strong right now. Spinning behind me. I forgot to turn it, or to start it spinning for about, was it half an hour, 45 minutes into the stream. But then I spun it, so it's been spinning for a while now. $9:47, was that the time? Nice. Alright, let's do NH. For Neil Hasselhoff. Whoever that is. NH. Standard. Gosh. I felt that one coming. Darn it. Too snappy. But I feel like I'm too lazy to fix it tonight. Those are the two easy go-to ways. Now, what do we got that's unique? Could do something like that. Looks kind of nice. We're gonna go over that way. We could also do the H that looks like a C. Potentially. Like that. Or we could not have a little hook there and just continue going if we wanted to. Whoops. What am I doing? Not like that. I meant to go over, but I didn't mean to stop. Transition that one sooner. Oh, too close together. So yeah, that could also be that long curve. Not a huge fan of that one though. Anything we can think of that's unique, that's creative. Ooh, what if? What if? Oof, not a nice shade. Come on. Gotta hold the paper. Yeah, that one's an X. Well, in my head, we're just pretending they're not touching. Do the other letter. Is there a better way I can get into it? Too close together. But that could work. That idea. This has to come up and come. It has to come up farther to come down to the baseline. But the idea, I feel like, is sound. Oh, hello, Fozzie. Welcome. How's things in the Fozzie world? Okay, I want to try the last one more time. Then I feel like I'll go on to NI. Didn't give myself enough space. Crap. Everything about this is good. If this was a little bit, maybe outside would be good. Because I don't have space for the stem to fit in there. Shoot. Yeah. Mighty too close together. Darn it. Flu-free. Congratulations on a flu-free household. That's exciting. I imagine getting that many people flu-free takes some time. Okay, I gotta give myself more space. I mean, it's an idea. There's no cross. I guess I could do that. I like that. It's unconventional, but it works. Alright, N-I. Backwards letters. I remember highly disliking M-I. So this is gonna be interesting. M was such a rough writing day for me. Nope. If I'm over here, that doesn't help me get into the I. It just gets me into that, which doesn't look like an I. No, they don't have to be in one stroke. Just interesting ways of connecting them. I'm trying to stay away from, like, easy go-to ways of connecting them. Just trying to think of unique ways that I could connect all the letters, basically. Like, if this came down exactly to the... No, it wouldn't work coming... Oh, it might work if it came right on the baseline. Nope. Not enough space in there. What if we just have to start with the I? Yeah, that's a pretty, I mean, that works. Yeah, just trying to see if when I experiment in these ways, I stumble across interesting ideas that I never thought of before. The one thing I don't like about this one is this compound curve going this way. I don't like how it matches there. That line and that line I like, but this horizontal one I'm not a fan of. But I don't know how to do that without it being there. Unless I stopped the I. There. That doesn't help me. Nope. I feel like I could stop the I here. I'm in the same situation as there. I like it to roll through. I could do a reverse N, but I'm trying to stay away from doing reverse letters. So that forces me to think outside of the box. Oh, what if we extend this longer and do what we tried to do with the G? should have brought this here and just did that instead. Let's try that again. Not in love with it. Don't like how close that is. But I gotta give myself a little bit more space. Gotta go down far before it comes up and over, I guess. But then it's never gonna look perfect as a parallel. It works. But I don't know that I like it that much. I mean, it works crossing below too. It's just a weird connection. I mean, we could also do the eye that just stops on the baseline. When they just do that one, and then try to hit the end to finish right there. That's an ugly end, but that works. Not technically connected. Oh. Wedding jobs? And J can be that. Okay, let's do that again, smoother. Oh, for feedback, you've already sent them. Did you send them like a mock-up or something? And now you're just waiting to see if they like it? Nice and clean NJ. Which reminds me, I had a customer send me a review on a signature that I did that I have to tweak for them, and I forgot. Today was a busy day and I didn't work on blotters, but maybe I'll do that once the live is done tonight. Before bed, you know, just some pre-bed signature design. Ugh. Same issue we ran into on the going into the eye. That doesn't work. like the idea, but I could design it, but I don't think I can write it quickly. If I give myself more space, maybe. Ooh, can this fit through there? That kind of works. It's not as elegant as I would like. Also a pretty one. I feel like that's lots of options for the J that work. None crazy unique, but that last one was unique-ish. Unique adjacent. Well, what if I ended... This might look horrible, but I want to try it. Weird. Don't think I like it. It works, but I don't think I like it. Too crazy. But it works, but it's too crazy. Alright, I'm gonna move on to K. After I try to look at my nib to see why I'm getting so many nib snaps today. Maybe I'm just applying too much pressure today. Operator error, perhaps? I'm gonna do this just for good measure. I'm using an unsharpened nib. Whoa. This is a factory Leonard Principle, but it has been, the tip has been smoothed a couple of times since I prepped it last week. Designing myself a new, or making myself a new ink stirrer. It's not going to be anything crazy fancy, but there's the block of wood right there that I will be using to make it. It's going to be much lower profile than the one that I'm using now, and hopefully more reliable. Not that the one I use now is not super reliable. I don't know this J with a little loop by Courtney that you speak of, Fuzzy. I apologize. What are these messages? Who's sending me messages? Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, Duolingo. Alright, we got N, J. What comes after J? N, K. K is easy to get into, so we gotta think cleverly to make something unique, because we can very easily do like so, or the one that I would likely prefer is the large horizontal entry oval. to do that. Those are too easy. And when I say easy, I don't mean easy to do, just easy connections. Fozzie, send me a J. Oh, that one. I never do that, J. I need to reference these alphabets more often because they are unique. Fozzie's talking about this J. That right there. Or either of them, really. That one, too. But I'm finished, Jay, so I'm moving on. But that one would definitely... I mean, that's... Doing this one would basically kind of go really naturally. Just make, instead of this be a hard thing, go into that like a little loop. Similar to what we did... What letter was it? One of the earlier letters today, we did something... Oh yeah, that when we were going into the ND... Doing that little loop in there as well. We did that on that J. Today is World Calligraphy Day? I didn't know that. Well, happy World Calligraphy Day, everybody. Thank you very much, Prachi, for letting everybody know that. Second Wednesday of August. The 10th of August. Oh, so for me that's tomorrow. Or in an hour and 2.5... 2 hours? No, wait. 10:30 11. An hour and a half. In an hour and a half, it will be World Calligraphy Day for me. Today it's still World Calligraphy Eve. Or the night before World Calligraphy Day. Let's do, okay. Clever NKs. This will look weird, but we could connect. And then do this after. I laughed because as I was going, I was like, cool, now we have to make sure we hit the right spot to get that little loop. But we did it. Not a huge fan of that shape, although it's kind of unique, similar to this sort of... Mataraz has a weird shape like that in his signature as well. That works. Not sure I'm a huge fan, but it works. Most certainly works. What else can we do here? We could do, technically, because it's just the secondary stroke, and not as, it's easier to do backwards than some of the others, maybe. Famous last words. If I were to do... Okay, oh, made that too long. All right, Robert, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a compound curve. I don't like that though. Doesn't look like it did in my head. Nope. Could that work? I mean, that is kind of a wackadoodle thing. And it's not, I mean, if they touch. Is that connected? I don't know. But it's interesting. It works. Okay. What if... What if we use the same stem for both? Or what if we do this? That ending kind of backfired on me a little bit. Is there a way that I can make that work? To make the N in the... Here. If I make the second stroke of the N be a little bit straighter... No, the N has to cross through the bottom. This might be a little artsy for its own good. I don't know where to make this go. I guess on the inside of this one? Kind of messed it up. But I like the way that looks. Except for the ending. If I drop this lower, it gives my K a downstroke. Anything with a D in it wouldn't be fun. When it comes to drawing or designing monograms, there aren't many letters that frustrate me. Writing them is a different matter. The world would be less frustrating if I could write the way I design. Okay, I have to drop this lower. Ugh, ugly oval. That's unique. Not a KA connection so much as a weird ligature that somebody could use in their signature. Or NK. It also kind of looks like an A, which is a problem. Who knows? Let's go to L. NL. We have our the two go-to ways of doing it. Like so, and like so, which in this instance, the second one is much better because it doesn't interfere as much in the bottom. How's the top doing? Still going good. It wobbles a little bit. I don't know if there's a way to make it be actually like perfectly centered. I can mess with the rotation of the little motor housing inside, but... Okay, so that's the standard, easy ways to do it. Now, to think out of the box. How can we do this another way? I mean, one that's not an actual connection, but would look cool. If I do the L first, if I do them both non-connected, And I do the N. If I can end my ending stroke right in there, like that, shouldn't be touching in the middle there, but that gives the appearance that it did the L straight also into the N, which could potentially make the L read as an S, which I'd have to be very careful of. Oh, that's no fun. Digitizing ruins everything. Late night live L's. Ah, well, hopefully they get back to you soon. Okay, how else can I get? What was I just gonna do? I forgot. I was gonna do that, which doesn't work. So I was gonna do that. And then that. No, I don't like that. Okay. N to L, N to L. Be creative. How can we get into this in a creative way? Oh, we could do the shark. Does the shark work for the L? I like the shark connection. It's officially what I'm calling it from now on. It's the shark connection. But will it work for an L? Yep. Oh, we did do that one before because it looks like a little penguin. I feel like we did that with the capital M 2 weeks ago. I'm having trouble thinking of things that are not just two standard simple connections. Because the L is a relatively simple letter structurally. This probably won't work. Aside from that shade being way too low, it's kind of I mean, it is a very unique idea. Going along and then up and around. That shade kind of ruined it, I think. The baby loop gives me a variation of the L, but not necessarily a variation of connection. It doesn't make the connection any different. It is another idea of the variations of letter forms. But I'm a little more focused up, which is why, like, I'm not doing a lot of, you notice today I've kind of done the same entry stroke for the N pretty much every time. Because I'm more so concerned about the connection, more so than the variation of N that I'm using. Whether it's, I guess, between these two that I've been switching back and forth from. I want to try that again with a better shaped N. Okay. If I bring this super low, the lower I go, the lower I can go there. Okay. So bring it super low. And leave space. So I gotta go to about there. I did the same thing. And I slowed down. Good night, Lori. I am using St. Petersburg Masterclass Gouache in titanium white. Sweet dreams, Lori. We will see you next week. Yeah, St. Petersburg Masterclass Gouache. Titanium white is my white of choice lately. I mean, there is something there, but if I'm being honest, like a lot of the other N connections we've done today, it kind of looks like an A. A little bit. Which is not great. Okay. But it looks alright. Let's move on to M. LM. What are we, halfway? We gotta start trucking. Going slow today. LM. Sorry, NM. Right? We just did N, L, M comes next. Alright, NM. One simple connection. I'm not oh, you mean doing the compound curve N? You mean, Fozzie, the other variation? I don't like that N. I tried to do the compound curve N earlier today with a weird connection. So the connection didn't look good anyways. But when I write that variation, when it's super connected, I think it's less about the variation and more about the way I write it. It looks like a capital A when I write it a lot of the times. Okay, that could also easily be a larger exit oval into a little loop instead of a hook. Whoa. That's not a very good letter. I realized the issue with the little hook going bigger is I gotta have space to get back up to the height, even though my baseline is all wackadoo there. So we need 2 standard stem strokes. We could also bring this down below the baseline easily enough. I bring this up this way. Which looks kind of nice. I actually like that quite a bit. And this could also be a little loop if we wanted it to be a loop there. Excuse me. If we so desired. Mm-hmm. Instead of a hook, we can do a large compound curve S stroke. That type of a thing. I'm not a huge fan of the way that one works. What if I do the M first? Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Why? Alright. And okay, what happens if we do the M first? You can cut all the way straight through the middle of both of them. But I'm not a fan of that shape right there. Alright, Marilyn. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Too much. What if... I mean, we technically could go from stem to stem, working right to left. But I'm not a huge fan of the way those look. If they could match, it would look cool. I guess that means more monogrammy, but if I drop the M below the baseline and then do the N higher, it would look good, but I kind of want them to be on the same baseline. No, they're on different slant lines entirely. Whoops. I need to be consistent in my slant to make this idea work. They're still on different slants. Why do I make this one so much more vertical? Again. I did it again. Why does it feel like they're the same? They are definitely not. Bah, bah. Weird. No, I don't like that. The idea works, but I want them to both be on the same baseline. N, M. Wow, My ovals have gone to garbage all of a sudden. Look at those things. I don't like the spiky M&Ms. Fix your ovals. Fix your ovals. That's just a standard oval connection. Can't think of anything clever and unique. Other than that one. Right there I quite like. But that's tapping out my brain for cool ideas. What if... Let's write both stems independently of each other. How am I going to do this? Okay, we got both our stems. Ooh, sleep well, Georgette. Everybody sleep well. You too, Marilyn. It's unique. And it works. I don't know if I like it, but it's definitely unique. We're gonna somewhat skip the NN because every one that we did with M is gonna work the exact same. Too close. Oops. Or also keep it inside here. I feel like traditionally in a signature, they would be most likely to not connect them or do something like this. That would be the most likely connection, which means it's too boring. It looks good, which is why they would have done it. But it's boring. We can't have boring. We need to be exciting. No. I'm out of ideas for the N and the M. I'm tapped out. So I'm going to move on to O. I had the same issue last week. I can't think of anything that's not... I mean, I can add extra loops and things, but the connection is still the same. Can't Can't think of ways to make the connection cool. All right, N-O. No. Go-to options would be... could do something like that. Easy enough. Or the more traditional standard O. Like so. Now, to get clever, can we do a shark O? Sharko. Sharko. Sounds like a nickname. Oh no. My page just says no, no, no all over it now. Itchy. Why is my head itchy? Okay. So that's one. A couple chill options. I like the shark because it always works pretty much. And it makes it cool shapes and keeps it open, which is nice. Now, how else? We could do... This is one instance where the compound curve N could potentially work, but I feel like it's gonna look like an A a little bit. Not expertly executed. I just don't like the compound curve, the sharp N and M's. I like them to be rounded. Can I do that type of a thing? If I make that angle super angled, I can maybe get away with... something like that. It's unique-ish. We could also cut straight through the letter, which I... Oh, am I gonna like it on... If I had an extra loop, maybe I'll like the way it looks. If I do this. Still not a huge fan of this shape in there. Same as if I didn't add the extra loop, but it's better with the extra loop. A bit. Forgot where I was going. Alright, I was gonna stop down here, but it felt weird. No. That's just an idea that stays in my brain, I guess. And will live there forevermore. What if we have the N stem? And then we write the O. Don't like the way that looks in there. It's awkward. Nope. Yeah, O makes this a challenge. NMO challenge. How else can we... Lost my hairline. Shoot. Or sorry, not my hairline. Lost my shade. Completely. Ran out of ink. I mean, I like that better than the previous one. Can't help it though, just Swinny. Oh, next week is Oja Swinny's week. We have O next week. I kind of like that more than I thought I would, actually. Let me try that again without running out of ink halfway through. Wait, I gotta do the stem first. Now I have to get right there, coming out of the O. Didn't do a very good looking O there, but that works. Oh, some decent ideas for O. I like the... Oh, wait. I just want to try this because it's just the shark O, which I know works. Oh. I love that Fozzie's recommendations literally come in. You write them literally as I'm like, cool, on to the next letter. And then your suggestions come in the chat. Make a little loop, then move out. I don't know what you mean by make a little loop, then move out. Well, I think about what you mean. I want to do a shark O with this variation, or a shark connection with a different O. This would be for like a no hunting orcas or penguins. They look to me, or sharks. No poaching of sea life. This would be for one of their an advertisement for no poaching of sea life. Not bad. It works. Oh. So if we do that little loop that you're saying, you guys can see that little loop there, that changes my direction. Oh, ugly O. Too far. I have... I mean, that... I can go up into this compound curve here. That could work, I guess. Let's try that. Ah. Well, it's... I mean, YouTube, it lags in general. Every time I move on to a new letter, you sent a suggestion. Okay, let me try this. See if I can get a connection going here. I wanted to do that in one shot, but yeah. So that would have to stay down there longer, which runs the risk of this looking like an oval going up in that direction, which I have to be careful of. I don't know how to connect from that, because it's a cool ending. Unless I do this. If I do a trick stroke that I might not be able to hit. If I do the O first. To there. Then I do the N. No, they're too far away for me to do what I was thinking. Because it would have to compound into that, and it's too far away to do that. I mean, that looks decent. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. It looks better than I thought it would. Not what I was trying to go for in look, but I'll take it. New shit. Alright, P. LMNOP. LMNOP. N to P. Do something like that, which is easy. Or the go-to smaller little loop. There's the two go-to easy connections out of the way. We could get a weird shaped oval going on here and do a straight into a compound curve. Don't like that because of that weird shape that happened earlier. But I bet you we could start up here. Too close together. Okay. And I don't like this sticking out on this end. How can I get away from that? Trying to think of a way to use my favorite P. That's not gonna look good. I mean, it works, but it doesn't really look like an N. Or like a P. I'm glad you like that other one, Hody. I'm assuming that's for the last N-O that I did. I mean, we can do it this way. Ugh. Fix your stem shade, Mike. Pulling too far and too fast to the left. Better. That's fun. This would technically be touching if I didn't get a skip. Whoops. Nice simple connection. I don't know if I can use a shark for the P. I mean, I guess I can. Technically, that works. A penguin with a big head. P is such a simple letter. Now there are lots of... Trying to think. Because there are plenty of connections that I can, or variations that I can use that are like this. But that's, I mean, it's just a different P. Totally works, looks cool, but it's the exact same connection as this one up here, which is not exciting. I mean, it's a nice connection, but we already know we can do that one. We gotta think of other connections that can be applied to lots of different potential variations, or variations that don't use the same entry. What about... That looks like a B, unfortunately. Because I really like that. I mean, I like that connection. Going up and into it. But it looks like a B because of this coming down here. Darn it. I was hoping that was going to work. Is there a way I can make that work? If I make this smaller and give the P a little bit more space, then maybe it'll look better. Let's try. Made that super small, which is N looks like an A already, which is problematic. Nope. Because that's weird down there when that's tiny. What else can we do? What else can we do? We can do that. Obviously, that's easy. No P. Nope. That works. I mean, I got wobbly up there, but that idea works. There's some good ideas in there. Let's move on to Q. Now we can do any of the variations that we used today for the A. Just like when we went into the G, we can use those same ones. So we're going to skip most of those, the ones that go like this. Whoops, I didn't skip them. I went to a new one. Something like that. Same to you, Carlo. What do you have planned? Any celebrations for your International Calligraphy Day? The NQ that I like, but nobody else likes it because it looks like a G. Alright, so basically with the exception of the 2Q, okay, I gotta keep that below the baseline. Try that one again. Keep it low. Boring. We did that on an earlier letter. And the 2Q ends with a horizontal exit, a horizontal direct oval, which means it's the same as every other letter we've done, or so many of the other letters we've done. To start with the Q. Not sure if those non-parallel lines look any good. That one's weird. Not a fan. Wait, that's an ugly, ugly N. Maybe I can try that. It's the best Q. Just people don't like it. Because, yeah, it looks like a G, understandably. Are you saying you like this Q? And Q. Never a fan of going from this horizontal exit into the angled oval of the N. Looks a little bit better with an extra loop here, but I'm still not a fan of it. So far, my favorite is this one right here that looks like NG. I like it because of the nice parallel lines. And this one up here I like, except it looks like a B. The penguin is fun looking. Oh, that was P. Never mind. I forgot we're on Q now. If we do the O variation, it's probably the one that most people recognize as a Q, the easiest. I didn't do that compound curve very good, but if that was... I gotta be better at doing that compound curve for that variation of the Q. Let me try that one again. Because that could be a nice simple connection. Make the ending of the N, make the O into a Q. Eh. Boring. Not exciting. Alright, let's move on to NR. Shall we? We obviously have our two standards. Like so, with a small loop. And then again with a large loop. Like so. Now, to get creative. I will also say this becomes much easier if you decide to do, because you can do an N this way as well. With a point here. I personally don't like to. For the M and the N, you can. If you do that, I mean, that opens a whole world of possibilities, which I am actively avoiding for this series. Just primarily because I don't like using that style of stem on an N. That's what I was going to do here. And then, bah. But I might be able to do that same idea. Maybe. Too much. Too much. Could be spaced out to work, but I still feel like it's too much going on. That was written in all kinds of a weird order. But, I mean, it works. It's a weird connection, though. See if I can do it cleaner a little bit. We do the R first. The stem of the R, anyways. Then we do the second stroke of the N. The loops into the R. Then we do the first stroke of the N. And then we do the last stroke of the R. It looks very nice. I mean, if I were again drawing or designing like a monogram, going from the N into any letter that N or that begins with a stem, it would look great that way. Or if you were good enough that you could write the the N, the second stroke of the N backwards, which I am not. Yeah, no. I guess, yeah. Alright. Can we think of anything else that's unique and interesting? As you get farther along the alphabet, you start sort of exhausting the ideas you had. I mean, even in the letters we've already done today, we've covered a lot of the bases. I mean, we could do similar to what we did on the P. Oi! Whoops. That wasn't supposed to touch. Gotta give myself a little more space. Something like that works. It looks pretty. Reads as NR. Kind of interesting, all these three lines unintentionally. I like these two lines together. This little loop line really shouldn't be touching those ones, but that's a pretty R. Would that also work with a... Oh no, there's too much going on to have a regular stem for that one. Kind of has to be the compound curve variety. If I do the compound, how can I get into that? Over there. I drop the N all the way below, perhaps. Whoops, that was supposed to tuck in right here. Which would work if we could get the shape of this line to take the right path. There's potential there. Hey Gary, how's it going? Ah, you're a little late, that's alright. We're moving slow today. I'm slowly making my way through the alphabet here. I'm just finishing up NR. I think I'm gonna now move on to NS. Ooh, which is gonna be a challenge, I can tell. NS. Whoops. Sorry, just responding to a text. Okay. NS. The question is, how? The best way to make NS look good is to have a trick stroke. But that is challenging. Never works when I try to do that. It's feasible. It's definitely possible for this connection to work. It just never works when I do it. This has to drop lower so that this can sit on the baseline. And then this has to not go as high so that it can stay parallel with this as it comes around, but lower so that this can be on the baseline. It is possible. I just gotta be in a really, really good writing mode to execute it. And it's just going from direct ovals to indirect exit ovals. Keeping them super parallel is always quite a challenge for me as well. So, let's see what else we can come up with. I bet you we can do a shark fin. Of course we can. Looks a little funky, but we can. I feel like this is the slowest I've done any letter of the alphabet so far. Because it's so similar to M 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to think of really unique ideas. And that's making it hard. Also, in a perfect world, I could write the exit stroke of the S backwards. And then I could do something like this. Which worked. I hit the spot I was supposed to. The S is all crazy, wacky shaped. But that's how I would likely do this if I was designing it slowly. Either the first way I was trying or this way. But it's too hard to hit that every time. For me anyways. I am not a wizard. What if we made this little loop? We can do that, but that's a boring connection. Boring. Gotta think of something exciting somehow. We can always go from the S into the N. Until the exit stroke. It's one of those ones where I've done that a bunch of times, the same idea with letters today, and it's just a bit too much. And I don't like this singular little coming from down below into that one. Never fits to my eye. What can we do? What can we do? Okay, we can get here easily. Too low. Now where is this going? In a perfect world, I would quickly bring it around in there. That was very slow, so it doesn't look very good. But it's this compound curve that I dislike through here. don't know how to get away from that. Unless I kept it lower, but no. Technically, this stem is way too low. Alright, NS. What if we do a variation of the S that is something like this? I have the S that's like that. Does that help me or does that not help me? I can bring the exit stroke of the N around there, but... Oh. Curious. Will this work? It was done relatively slowly, but that works. Quite like that connection, actually. Bringing this up instead of, and then bringing it on the baseline, undercurve up to the top of the S. Try to execute that again a little bit better. If I can. Okay, baseline's down here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to make that extra loop, but if I keep that going... No, because that makes the energy go out of the design, which we don't want. I should have brought this around. This could have gone around one more time like it did and stopped there. Stop there? No. Technically, this S should stop there. One more go. One more try, and then I think I'm going to move on to T, which basically all the things we did for F. So we're not going to... We can kind of skip T. Not tea time, but T. I mean, that's a weird spacing of everything, but that connection works. I do like it. We could technically... Could this make them match? Not really. It's an interesting idea, though. That actually looks kind of cool. They're crazy forms. I can't really think of anything else creative for the S. What if I went through the middle? This were more oval, more of an ovoid. Get this really shallow connection. We have it there too. Nope. Moving on to T. Oh gosh, the lights are about to turn off. I'm only at T. This is easily the slowest I've done the alphabet so far. I'm in slow mode today. Alright. T, we've done a bunch of T's when we did the F's. So if I can't think of anything super clever, I'm gonna move straight on to U. Let me look at the F's that we did and see if I can think of anything that's not these. I don't know. So there's always starting at the top and going here. Which is NT right there. But is my top still spinning? It is. Something that we didn't do with the F earlier. Let's see. And T. Bleh. Okay. The lights have gone out. This is like chilling on the beach music. Can't have that. We go into blacklight hour. But I'm not done the alphabet yet. I guess I continue? Curious here. Will the black light show up already, right? I feel like we just started. I go super slow when I do the alphabets. Apparently. Today was very slow. Okay. I want to try to use the same paper. We're gonna see if it, oh, definitely doesn't show up enough to make this brighter. Oh wait, of course it doesn't. That's not blacklight ink. Let me write something first. What do we go to? NT? Right. NT. Look, if I do that. Oh, I'm very bright if I do that. That works, right? I'm super bright. You can't see my face, but that's okay. My shirt is super bright. Alright, moving right along. Do I have any more NTs? I feel like they're just gonna be the ones that I used for NF. Something like that is somewhat unique. Yeah, do we want to be pink today or another color? What are you feeling? Yeah, I don't like that. That's weird. So we're gonna move on from T because I feel like we've exhausted our options because we did them with the F. So we're gonna go to U, which is exciting because now we have a whole new shade family, which we haven't touched on yet today. So hopefully we get some unique ideas come up for NU. The easy one would be this. That would be a go-to. The writing is very purple. I like this song. I feel like I want the writing to be a little more pink. Not that pink. Maybe like that. Does that look crazy? Like, is that super noisy today? That looks okay, right? Maybe that. Okay, focus. All right, let's write. NU. Oh, that was an ugly U. But that connection works, but that's one we've used a bunch of times today already. How can we do a unique connection? If I start the U first. Nope, too close. Another instance where we could potentially use the sharp N if I liked the way it looked, but I don't. All my lines are disappearing as the ink is drying on this paper. Okay. NU, NU, NU. The shark does not really work for the U. I realize. Whoops. It's gotta come in from this direction. Standard one. Two standard. I feel like I don't have many ideas here. Did my creativity go out with the lights? I do the stem first, then I do the U. Using that connection, but not a huge fan of that connection all the time. Headless me with a pink shirt. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what we can do here. Don't like that shape. V is gonna be the same except for a different exit. We're going in a different direction on the exit. In a perfect world, I feel like for the V, we would be able to connect to that somehow. Too far apart. It's similar to the S, where I'd want the ending of my N to go straight into that. Or like loop here, and then go into that. Can't think of any other creative ways to change directions in here. Wait, does the shark work if I make it pointy on top? Which normally we don't do for the V or the U. Eh, not really. That doesn't really work. Why are there no good options? For the V or the U? I can't think of anything. I can think of a lot of ways that I can make the V or the U or the N more fancy, but the connections are going to be just as boring or just as standard. Reaching now. That would work for like a EV. Right? Or Yeah, EV that would work for, I feel like. I don't think I did this for EV, but I'm gonna do it now. That didn't work. Alright, moving on. U and V are killing me. Alright, W. Are you gonna be more friendly? W should be friendly. It's usually relatively friendly. We have our standard ones that are easy to get into. What? That's not how we start an N. Like so. It's an easy variation. Envy is envious. Envy needs to chill out. It's too hard. Envy us. Envious. Alright, NW. So the standard ones. Do this other one. I don't usually like using that, I guess, for the W. Can use it, but how can I get into... I feel like I'm just repeating myself now over and over again. It's the same connection though, different variation of W. But same connection. I feel like my hairlines are almost impossible to see on the camera. What if we... Okay, let's start with the W. Ooh! So it's a trick stroke a little bit, but if we can hit the N to finish right on that point right there. I'll make them too far apart, but it missed it. But that would work. It's not a super exciting connection, and it's a trick connection, but it's a connection. Like so. Same idea. Poor execution, but same idea. Well, we can't really do a shark W. Unfortunately. My head is itchy. I took my head off. You guys would never know, because you can't see my face. Oh. Oh, you guys can't still see the spinning top, but it's still spinning. It's going strong. Welcome back, Odie. Okay, W. It's fully colored mic today. Forgot that I wore a white shirt, so it's very glowy. I thought the W would give me some cool ideas. But thus far, it has not. Maybe I just have no ideas. What if we finish the W? What if we finish the W? That doesn't really work. Yep, I titled it wrong. I noticed right when I was about to go live, and I tried to load it on my phone to fix it, but it was too late. So as soon as the video's done, I'll change or as soon as the stream is done, I'll change the title back to N. I know. Because when I create the streams, I use the previous ones as templates. And then I changed the date and I changed everything else. I just forgot to change. I mean, I changed the thumbnail and everything. The thumbnail says N. I just forgot the title. I keep just doing this same one over and over again, so I'm gonna move on. I have no ideas for the W. What do we got for X? That's standard. Definitely looks quite pink to me. If I had to pick a color. Okay. Thanks, Odie. Alright, how else can we get into it? So now the other standard would be this. Whoops, missed. Ooh, can we do a... wait. You know what we might be able to do? We do that stem. And then we do this from here to that stem. And then I connect them like this. Oh. Didn't really give myself enough space. But there's a Shark X. Shark X. Oh, that's not gonna work for next. Oh, I could have gone in, I guess, and done something like that. Whoops. Alright, X, do you got anything else for me? Anything unique? Can we start with the X somehow? Not really, it's just gonna be those shapes that I don't like. The X ends with a direct horizontal oval. Unless we do something like this. That's not really legible as an X, though. Alright, we'll try one more X. If I can think of anything unique. I mean, we can do the end that goes. I connect to that, but that's sort of a cheaty stroke. Go to Y. Oops. The standard. Like so. That's a pretty NY. New York! Come on, Yankees, get at me. It's just not a unique connection. It's one we've used a bunch of times. Can't think of anything. Nope. Can't get into the Y that way. Whoops. That works. It's a cool connection for NY. Requires a little bit of a hidden trick stroke, but I like it. Top is still spinning. Do 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 do. Google notifications. Oh, birthdays. Okay, that was clever. I don't know if I can think of anything that is unique like that without doing just the same thing over and over again. Can I? Oh, you know what I might be able to do? If I go into the Y this way, Y first. Because it's coming from below, it doesn't have the same, or really far below. The shape doesn't seem to bug me as much. Now where's this gonna go? Up there, I guess. I don't love it, but the idea I think is cool. If I get into the Y this way. Ugh, you. That shape is no good. No, no, no. No, no, no. Speaking of oval shapes, I don't know how many, there's not many people in chat right now, but if you guys watch this video, I'm going to be teaching a class in October based on unlocking the oval, teaching people how to see what makes what is, in my opinion, a good oval combination and a bad oval combination and things like that. The class is called Unlocking the Oval. More info coming soon, but the class will be in October online. It's based on my signature design class. The same premise. Just different name, and I'm going to add some new material and stuff to it, because that class is a little on the older side now. Not mad at that. Not a huge fan of the shape of that hairline going up there. Did you? I don't remember. Did you take my signature design class, Ojaswini? You didn't, I don't think. Alright, let's move to Z. Alright, NZ. Our standard connections are easy for the Z. Oh. Crazy. I nib snapped, but I stopped before it actually, like, snapped. It was like a nib, bend. New Zealand, yep. Okay, NZ. What if we start with the Z? I mean, that's similar to what we did with the Y, which works. I don't think it's incredible, but it works. My nib is giving up the ghost on me today. Okay, let's try... If we make the stem for the N like that smaller... Ooh, I like that. I don't know if you guys can see that hairline. Kind of lost it. I like that one. So keeping this high enough, and then doing a short stem. I mean, essentially making the end just a lot shorter. I like that a lot, actually. That's pretty. NZ, not NZ, NZ. I live in Canada. We say Z. All right. And I kind of want to just leave it at that one, but I'll see if I can think of anything else. For a sec, I didn't know what you were saying when you wrote NZ. I was like, NZEEE? What? What does that even mean? But now I get that you were telling me to say NZ. I will not. Alright, what do we got here? NZ. Anything else clever? What if we do... Keep the Z tall again. Ugh, got that shape again. Yes, Gary, yes. NZ, like so. Z is the way to go. I don't know if I can think of another. I don't know if I can think of another Z connection. Think. I really like that one. But we bring that all the way up there. Bring it all the way down. Nah, doesn't look good up. All the way up high, and you can't see my hairline anyways. Think. NZ. I mean, it's the same connection, but spatially. Nope. Don't like that. I think that's it. I think that's all I got in me for the NZ world. I got that one good one and now I'm tapped out. The end of today. We still have, what, almost half the alphabet to do? We got some cool, I will say I'm proud, I'm happy on the, we got some cool variations of the N that we did not do for the M, which I was really nervous that today was just going to be, oh, we're just doing the exact same thing over and over and over again that we did 2 weeks ago. But I feel like we definitely got some new cool variations. Oh, I still have tea left. It's exceptionally cold now. The spinning top is still spinning. I don't want to... Last time I touched it and it died when I tried to bring it over. It is still spinning. Obviously, you guys can't see that now. But it will, it'll die eventually. But that's it for me. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. I know you can't see my face right now, so I will talk with my hands in front of the camera. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. I had a good time. I did not expect. It's almost 1 o'clock already. That's bananas. Time goes by so fast for me when I'm doing these. Like last week, I had a blast last week, but the stream felt so long. Like by the time it hit midnight, I felt like we'd already been streaming for like 5 hours. Today, I feel like I was just getting started. It takes me, I mean, it just takes a long time to go through the entire alphabet, I guess. And because I'm so focused on all the different variations and just thinking the whole time, it goes by super, super quick. So yeah, thank you very words. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a fun time. Please make sure that you are falling in love with the process. This is what we like about it. This is my process of learning and expanding my own creative brain, connecting these letters like that. Yeah, a lot of fun. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. Good night, everybody. See you next time.